got involved with the G.A.R.E program initially through an invitation from the Environmental Justice Secretary, Yana Garcia. She had actually asked folks, if people were interested in pursuing a program that would be consist of training on racial equity, G.A.R.E. So given that I have a background in working with environmental justice, communities of color, and the fact that I have a lived experience working and living in an environmental justice community, I thought it would be a great way to be able to share some of my experiences and some of my thoughts in terms of advancing racial equity here at G.A.R.E.
And what's it all about? What's it mean?
G.A.R.E stands for Government Alliance on Race and Equity, and what it is, it's a national network of government that works to develop actions and strategies to advance racial equities across the board. It's a national network that has reached both local levels and at state levels. Here in Sacramento, we're part of the Capital Cohort, and it's the very first state agency cohort that G.A.R.E has. Our cohort consists of Cali-PA team, which includes Cali-PA as well as all of the boards, departments, and offices. And it's a representation of management, administrative, and staff level.
And what difference do you think it's going to make in the long run?
I think in the long run, it'll start to normalize conversations about race, start looking at the way that structures and operations and programs and policies have operated. A lot of inequities that we see today are legacy. They're remnants of structures and systems that were in place many years ago, and however, they still manage to exclude many individuals. So I think, if anything, we're relooking at those structures and programs and policies and reworking them so that they can work for 21st century, a more diverse and colorful California.
A lot of people might think that or assume that the state workforce is a diverse workforce already, but do we still have a ways to go?
We definitely have a ways to go, yes. There is quite so much diversity in California. However, the employment amongst California state employees does not reflect those of the communities that we work for, that we serve.
How do we get there?
I think we get there by talking about race, by talking about the structures and policies and programs that are in place, and seeing how well they're working for us. If we look at them, I think we'll see that there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of inequities that are being propagated through these historical structures, and I think that it's a matter of having a discussion and strategizing to see how we can do better.